Consider yourself as a facilitator of learning.
You are now a key component in the education of your students.
Believe it or not, from the moment that you walk up to the front of a class, you have authority in the eyes of your students. You don't have to prove anything to them. And then as you build up confidence and a rapport with your students, and you become comfortable with one another, you can start to give pieces of that authority away to the classroom community.
When I was first teaching, I erred on the side of being really standoffish because I wanted them to view me as the teacher. But I found the more I taught, if you're friends with your students, then they feel more comfortable asking you questions. You'll enjoy your TA time a lot more, and you'll be a more effective teacher because they'll ask you things and you can have conversations with them.
So even if it's not your exact field or specialization, you're still a valuable member of the class. For instance, I'm a writing TA, and my specialization is screenwriting for film, television, that kind of thing. And my group, I was a TA for a stage play class, and not exactly the same thing, but my experience was still beneficial for the class, and I was still able to use what I knew and apply it for the class, and it turned out great.
I would definitely recommend teaching assistant to go to the first class before they start any teaching assistant duties. So meet with every single student in the class, introduce yourself to a class, because that way the student will know who their teaching assistant is, and you will seem more approachable to the students.
Your students can't tell how nervous you are, so don't worry too much about how they perceive you. Just focus on the material at hand.
Be confident and honest at the same time. Showing confidence is very important to you as a teaching assistant. Students will be confident as well if they feel that their instructor or their TA is sure about and he understands very well the material or the course that he is trying to teach. Being honest is very important because that's the only way how can your students trust you.
Make sure that you ask questions. Ask lots of questions. Ask the prof that you're working with. Ask the colleagues that you're working with. Ask your learners.
One of the fastest ways to earn the respect of your students is to be organized. So make sure you take the time ahead of class to figure out what it is you want to say. Make sure you know what it is you're doing, because students will pick up on that in an instant. And if you're organized, they'll respect you a lot for it.
Manage your time wisely. It's very important for you as a teaching assistant to manage your time. This means the time you need for yourself to prepare for the material that you are planning to deliver and present to your students in the class, in your labs, and the time that you should set aside for your students, like office hours, and maybe your students want to see you after the class is over if they have any concerns and they want you to address them. So make sure that you manage your time in a very good way.
To have things easy, you can set few steps. Have a clear syllabus. Make sure it's clear and they know about the details. Set clear due dates for assignments, tests, and projects. Have a clear marking scheme or rubric and post them with the assignment. Have another due dates for yourself to give the assignment back.
Keep in mind that you are actually grading someone else's work, so make sure that you have all the answer key available. Make sure you understand all the answer key, how you're going to grade them. And if you want to deduct some mark, it's a good idea to put some comments so students will know which area why their marks got deducted. So that will reduce arguments from the students in the long run. And also keep in mind that when students approach to you arguing about their grades and stuff, they're actually very genuinely care about their grades. So just be honest as possible, be respectful, And if students are trying to be rude to you, try to avoid this kind of situation. Maybe talk to the instructor first, but keep some distance with each and every one of the students. Be respectful.
Don't be surprised if some students seem uninterested in their studies. Some students will be eager and responsive, others will be passive and indifferent. Dealing with adversity is just another part of the challenge.
If you show enthusiasm to your students, they will pay you back by showing enthusiasm. And do care about your students because they will care about the material that you are trying to deliver, your course, your lectures, your labs. So if you are enthusiastic and you show that to your students, that will pay you back and students will be interested in your course.
Don't feel like you have to know all of the answers. Nobody can expect you to know everything, and if you just tell them you'll get back to them, they'll be happy with that. And really, sometimes it's better to let the students figure it out on their own. So if you engage them in a conversation or a discussion about the question, then they can learn a lot more. Or even better, just tell them where they can find the tools and the resources they need to find the answer on their own, and then you're giving them even more information that they can use later on.
It's okay not to have all the answers. Telling a student, I don't know, but it's a great question, I'll get back to you later, is a perfectly valid answer, just as long as you get back to them.
So just be confident and then present in a way that's very professional.
Take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Your TAC, your peers, your department, and the Learning and Teaching Centre are all here to help you make the transition from student to teacher.
Many workshops that's available for us at the Learning and Teaching Center, at least twice a month. Make it a habit that you go and attend the workshops there. It's a great way to get to know other colleagues from different departments, so the interdisciplinary activity will be happening, and what's applicable in engineering could be applicable in physics or other departments. Build the community of learners and be part of that.
Your colleagues are the most valuable resource you have. Academic fellowship and mentorship are really important parts of professional development and your sense of well-being. The more people you come to with your questions and your ideas, your triumphs and your failures, the more a sense of confidence you'll have in your classroom skills.
Keep in regular contact with your fellow TAs. The writing TAs would get together once a week and unwind, strategize, just pass the time together. It was a very useful tool for us because we were all in the same boat together, and then that way we could all relate and we could help each other out.
So try to show your confidence, try not to overreact, be yourself again, and enjoy teaching.
Try not to take yourself too seriously. If you can laugh at yourself and even get your students to crack a smile, it'll totally change the dynamic of your classroom for the better.
Good luck! I hope you guys all enjoy being teaching assistant and have fun with the experience.
Good luck. I'm sure you guys will do awesome, and don't forget to have fun.
Enjoy the journey. It's wonderful.
I wish you all the best. I hope that your experience of teaching will be as rewarding as mine has been.
I'm sure you're gonna be an excellent TA. So I hope that you find it an enjoyable experience. I wish you all the best. Good luck.
You also want to make sure you get plenty of rest.